And we are live. After almost 8 months of hoop, we are at the grand finale. This is 94 Feet of Life basketball for the people, by the people. Subscribe to the YouTube, notifications on, like the video, comment here, join the Facebook group, 94 Feet of Life, Trav in the building, Ham in the building. We are here, fellas. The NBA Finals is upon us. The Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Indiana Pacers. I don't want to say this is a final people would have predicted months ago, but I think, Trav, as you kind of pointed out in our group, for about the last 4 to 6 weeks, these have been the two best basketball teams in the playoffs. So, Trav, let's start it out there, man. Just sort of your initial thoughts on the series.
I enjoyed it, man. Enjoyed it 110%. Again, the best two teams that's been playing mid-May to now are the two teams that are in the finals. Oklahoma City Thunder. They had a fight against Denver. They took care of everything they supposed to take care of. Had another fight against Minnesota. But through it all, they defense and possession by possession, taking care of the basketball, scoring, getting to the free throw line, executing on defense also with their game plans. This is why they're there. On the other side, you got the Pacers. The Pacers is pace and space. Pass the ball. Don't matter who scores, just get the bucket done. And of course, they've been playing defense just as well also when it's time. They get turnovers and stops just the same way. They showed that all through the playoffs. They showed that against Cleveland. They showed that against the other team. They showed it against the Knicks. Um, hey, these are the best two teams from mid-May to now. That's why they're in the position that they are today. It doesn't matter if you're a small market or mid-major, mid-market or a large market. If you like basketball, these are the best two teams that's playing the best brand of basketball right now, and that's why they are in the finals today.
Ham, you used to call them the cheese toast Pacers back in the early years.
They they graduated from cheese toast status. They kind of like what Tracy Morgan talked about. They like the lasagna with six different cheeses.
Yeah.
You know, what the rest of America maybe has not is now finally getting to see that they maybe missed.
Yeah, I mean that, and I think it was fun. It's like I'm like Trav. I enjoyed the season just as a whole. A hoop fan. It's just kind of what we is. We take it for what it is. But the noise around it was a whole lot of they shoot too many threes. They're doing this, that, and the other. It's a whole lot of that. But you get two teams that play the game the right way, playing for the richest prize in the sport in the final series. What more could you ask? Just in that standpoint, especially from a hooping. Now, me and Jerry, we was on 98.5 FM today, talking a little final activity on Holy J Radio.
Mm-hmm.
And we were, me and John looking for the angle that was like, we want to be truly excited for it, but basketball angle, then Jerv just came in and hammered it home. It's like the basketball angle of it, it's like all of it just favors Oklahoma City. Man to man to a man matchup just favors that. The advantage here, advantage there. But it's like Indiana's still such a very good basketball. But it made me just bring it all back in perspective. These people in Oklahoma City, youngest team to ever do this, but they won 68 games in the regular season, which is absurd. Anytime you have a season where you go 64, 65 plus, they went 68, coach. They coming into this finals with 80 wins already. That's only been done 3 other times prior. Those two Bulls teams in the '90s they won 69 and 72. Those two teams back to back, 96, 97 Bulls, and then the 2016 Warriors. They won 73. They put themselves in that elite company. And these are the two. And then you look at the age of both teams. Going forward, they're going to be locked up like this for the next 3, 4 years. This is the new era. Here we are. Just in a whole new era, a whole new time. And we got two really good basketball teams, two really good coaches to usher that in. So, what to do? I'm looking forward to Thursday night. I don't give a shit who wins. Basketball.
All about playing good basketball, man. Big Shot, you good over there, fella?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you both. It's kind of the picture is kind of freezing, but I can hear you both.
You good? You good right now? What you got on it, Big Shot? We don't too much ass, but what you got on it, man?
So my prediction, I'll just go ahead and give my prediction now. I think it's gonna be the pace. I think Oklahoma City's gonna win in a tough 5. I think, we'll look at the record books, it's gonna say Oklahoma City 4, Indiana 1, and we'll be like, man, Indiana was never in that series. I think the difference is Oklahoma City's half-court defense has been elite the last 4 to 6 weeks. Really, the entire playoff. They're the best half-court. They're the best defense in the league. Period. The one Indiana has shown that if it gets into a slowdown matchup, if it gets into a half-court, they struggle to sometimes in a half-court set. Now, here's what I think is going to be difficult for the Pacers. Oklahoma City can play either way.
Mm-hmm.
They can play in the mud. They can play the game in the 120s. So really for Indiana, it's going to be, I think the real key for them is it's going to be the same key we talked about for Minnesota. You can't have live ball turnovers. First and foremost against Oklahoma City, you cannot have live ball turnovers. A 24-second violation is better than a bad pass. And for Oklahoma, and also for Indiana, for them to have a chance to win the series, this is not comic book BS, as Ham calls it. Halliburton, there's going to have to be one guy at night minimum who has like a big night scoring the ball. And Halliburton, who is close to as pure a point guard as we have in the league, there are going to be nights where he's going to have to score. There's going to be nights where he's going to have to get 25, 30 points. Siakam's going to have to continue to score the way he did. But that's going to be it for me, for Indiana to have a chance. You can't have live ball turnovers, and somebody's got to score. They need at least one guy per night to have like an above average scoring night.
Big Shot, you said the name. You said Siakam. That Siakam and Chet Holmgren matchup is gonna be huge in this final.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be huge. That's one of the matchups. And the other matchup, not too many may not see it or say it, but it's the journeyman white guys, man. It's Caruso versus McCollum. What are they gonna do to make their bench have that pop? We know Caruso is gonna bring the energy, especially on the defensive end. McCollum is just a gnat. He's a irritating gnat that's gonna get 15 and in and gonna put the ball up. He's a mid-range assassin. He's gonna do everything 15 and in. You give him the 3 ball occasionally, he's gonna make it, but he makes it when he's just wide open, no contest, no nothing. They're giving it to him because they're playing percentages. He's an NBA player. He makes that. He can make that, which he's shown against the Knicks. He makes that. But those two guys are going to dictate a lot in this series. We know the SGA is gonna show up. We know Jalen Williams gonna do his thing. We know Halliburton gonna do his thing. But the real, I mean, those are the Nimrod, the Nimrods and Nimhards and those others have to step up. But Oklahoma City, for every Nimhard, they got somebody to match it.
Right. That's the thing. This is what makes it such a fascinating style of matchup is that Oklahoma City to me is the Pacers, but just a couple levels up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you talk about Nimhard for Indiana. Oklahoma City got Wiggins. They got Wallace.
They got Wiggins.
They got
Wallace.
Isaiah Joes.
They running 10 deep easy.
They can play. They play in 10 deep. So it's gonna be an interesting matchup. I think the Pacers. I think the difference is gonna be just the Pacers have to execute in the half court. They also have to be able to withstand runs. Like the thing with Oklahoma City is you cannot get into 16-0 runs, 18-2, 20-4. Oklahoma, as Clark Kellogg says, they got the spurt ability. They can get a game can get away from you quick. So I think that Indiana has to keep the runs to a minimum.
And I mean, we were talking about this earlier as well when we was on 98.5. But game one, we'll probably see a lot of they'll probably be on the over in game one. It's kind of a feel out to, that first night. Then we get the Sunday night for game two, it might get a little muddy in some aspects. Just because both sides just gotta slow down efficient offense. Especially
adjustments have to be made.
Adjustments gonna have to be made. And that's what I'm saying. It's like we really gotta get game one after because it's like we know what the keys are going in. We really can't overanalyze that shit no more than what it's pretty bit
Put your five out there against my five. Who can stop who? Who can make the most buckets at the end?
You say it best. You've been saying it for years, Trev. Whoever gonna get into their shit first
and often get to their stuff first and often, usually the team that wins.
Yeah, and then with game two, we'll adjust from there and we'll just move accordingly. I agree with Big Shot. There's gonna be something like 5 games, but it's gonna be like one possession games throughout the course of it. You know what I'm saying? Or it'll be one possession with like 2 minutes to go. Thunder pull away, go to the line. We're about 8, 9 or whatever, something like that. You get something like that. Pacers probably steal one. Or get one at the crib. If they can manage to steal one in Oklahoma City, that'd be cool too. But it's ushering in a new era of basketball where we ain't got a star on this side or a star two on this side. And you got dudes around the horn just standing around watching, waiting on them.
We are, they say the guy says we done with the 90s. We done with big threes.
It's been over with. It's been over with.
It's over with. And if we had an episode on the finances of the NBA, y'all should go back and watch it. And we told you
a year ago.
Yeah, we said that a while ago. Between the aprons, between the luxury tax, Trav's old saying 3 and a possible, you can't do it anymore. This is a league of death now.
Which is cool in a sense, especially right now, because with this finals, this is the first finals where both participants are under the luxury tax. Both participants. I mean, we've seen 5 or 6 occasions where other teams won, where Trav and them won, Spurs in 2014, the 2017 Warriors is the one that just like for real.
Them folks, they sold,
Right.
hey man, they sold out and was like, we gonna get this championship regardless.
They got what they need to get done. They got the hell back out into the luxury tax.
Man, what? We gonna get this championship. We gonna get this championship. We in too deep not to win it.
So to come in and to have two teams that's young age wise, and then both be under the cap, we might see these folks again in another year or two. You just depending on how things work out health wise with
Off,
everybody else. And
off camera, that's what me and Big Shot just said. The way these teams are built and the way their money is set up, we may see these guys for the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah. And we it's,
This is not over for super teams. Just to put that in perspective, Dynasty's not over yet. Super teams are in that map because you can't keep it that long.
A dynasty. Here's the thing about dynasties. Dynasties don't matter if you be. I mean, your dynasties don't care if you got 3 super players or not. Your dynasty is just winning or not. I mean, I mean, if you look at the Spurs of 2003, 5, 7, that's considered a dynasty, not
They
including
never won.
89. You look at that Lakers team. You
Yeah.
look at that Lakers team. That Lakers team won, what's that, 9 and 10 and
9 and 10.
on to in the 2000s, 2000, 2001, 2002 and so forth like that. So those are dynasties no matter. The dynasty don't give a damn what the players is. The dynasty is what you accomplish within that time period.
Right. And with Oklahoma City, with the roster they have now, the cap space and the picks, they can go either way. If they want to trade for a big piece, they can do it.
They can do it. If they want to add to what they got,
They can
they
do
can
it.
do
As long as they allow the man to have 30-minute time if they said that they were going to give James Harden, and they didn't give it to him.
it. Hey man, the fax
And they
machine
started
worked in their favor this time.
to begin with.
the fax machine worked in their favor this time, man. It got through in time. The paperwork got through in time. They got the signatures and returned it back before 12 a.m. Sunday morning. Before the trade deadline hit out Sunday morning, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, man, my pick is Oklahoma City in 6. This will be I think, since what's that, 79, Seattle.
Yep. First championship as the Oklahoma City
That's
Thunder.
that's the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's
They don't
amazing.
acknowledge Seattle's history.
If they don't acknowledge it, man, you
This
will
first time.
see Russ and KD acknowledge it. You'll see them two acknowledge it.
I mean, they play for the Thunder.
So they, I mean, even though they're somewhere else, I'm just saying, like them, like, damn,
right.
like, they won.
We ain't gonna see Gary Payton in Oklahoma City.
Right.
And you know what? That team is actually younger than the team that went to Miami in 11 and 12, correct?
They are the second youngest team behind the 79 Trailblazers, the Bill Walton, the 77
Damn.
Bill Walton Blazers.
Okay.
That's
good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
That's pre-modern era right there. That's even before the 3 line. So yeah, it'll be first. That's dope. I mean, both franchises have been there before, and then of course with the Pacers, it's an ABA franchise. So they got that lineage over there too.
Yeah.
It's coming into
Yeah,
in small
it's
market. Two of the smaller markets out there.
two small markets. So, spoiler alert, here at 94, we don't care about the rating conversation. Because it's gonna be a part of it. We don't care. We are, some of y'all like McDonald's and
No,
chicken nuggets basketball. We don't.
we don't. We like
We
good
don't.
hooping, no matter what team it is. I don't care. I don't care if it's the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't care if it's the Knicks. I don't care if it's the Washington Wizards. I don't care if they playing good brand of basketball. I'm going to watch it because I like
Yeah.
watching good brand of basketball. It's
Yeah,
period.
absolutely. It's the era's changed, man. Like LeBron, KD, Curry era it was great. It was a decade of greatness, but it changes. Just like the Bird Magic era, just like the Jordan Barkley, like it
It
changes.
changes.
And we
You
are
know,
in
Something
this.
had to stop snorting cocaine in the NBA. I'm just saying.
hey
It
man,
changed.
you know what? It's 9 o'clock somewhere in the world. It's 9 o'clock somewhere in the world. And it looked like it stopped in our group chat because I got a person that asked this question here. What do you guys think about the NBA becoming all white in the next 30 to 50 years?
No, it won't. No.
I won't be around to see that shit.
No, it's
Okay.
the league is never going. No,
No,
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
gonna be an AI league.
Man, hey, everybody can play the game of basketball. It doesn't matter what color you are. But
now,
there's a particular deal that they're made different to play the game.
now, what I think you will see, I think the next step in the league, and I was watching a mock draft last night, and they made this point. You have so many international players who are now playing American college basketball
Mhm.
because the NIL money is so good. So whereas instead of getting a guy fresh out of Real Madrid like a Luka Doncic, the next Luka Doncic may play at Kentucky or Duke for a year.
Mhm.
And they were pointing this out of the one and dones, like over half the one and dones are international dudes who played in college. That to me is the thing that you're gonna see.
Mhm.
That unless they put some type of cap or restraint on that NIL, you're gonna see more guys from Europe and Africa playing in March Madness because that NIL money is depending on what you get. It
It's
could
gonna
be
be
bigger
good.
than your it could be
Hey,
bigger than your first contract in Europe.
and slowly but surely, the ABL is producing product that's coming over here playing ball.
And
The
it's gonna
African
be Europe.
Basketball League,
Yeah,
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's gonna be Europeans and juniors and seniors. And
Mhm.
right.
the,
And
and the
and
super
and, and, and that's another point with the NIL. You could get a cycle where guys are like, oh, I'll stay 2-3 years because the NIL money is so good. Or so I think it could we could be interested at a different time. But I think where we're at now, this is a league of depth. This is a league of shooting. This is a league of speed and length.
Mhm.
This is a league of 6'4", 6'9", and you can shoot the ball. If you that, every guy was looking at it in mock drafts. After you get out the first 6 to 8, 6'4", 6'9", shoot the basketball.
Well,
That's
even in this series, smaller dude on the floor gonna be McConnell. He was 6'3", 6'2".
Mhm.
you said who?
Matthew
TJ
McConnell,
cat on the floor pretty much, right?
small.
Yeah. But even you look at a dude like Kason Wallace, who's only 6'2", but long arms.
6'6".
Oh,
Sweet.
he don't even look. He don't even look it. He look like he's about 6'5".
And I didn't think I thought Demar was like 6'2" as well, but I think they listed him at like 6'4".
Six,
Yeah.
6'3",
So
6'4", long, and stocky.
You talk about
well,
Nate.
that's because the Pacers are playing with 2 point guards on the floor anyway all the time. So
Yeah.
but Demar
Mhm.
point. So
With Nick, you're right. With Nimhard, Halliburton, and McConnell, they always got two on the floor. Then you got Shepard, uh, Matherin, Neesmith on the wing.
Neesmith.
Shep he's a DeBarge. I don't care what y'all say. He's a member of the DeBarge family.
I was in the bars.
Like, man,
Yeah,
what's this dude,
Shepard come
man?
out
I ain't
there. Shepard come out there to the beat of the rhythm of the night.
Hey man, you know what? You know what?
always go back to play trip automatic. It's like he made positive plays on the floor. I'm like, look at this DeBarge looking cat right here, man. Doing this thing.
This is gonna be a very good finals. Again, I got OKC in 6. I
Yeah.
really do. But you know what, man? We got like 4 more minutes left. Let's talk about it. Just
No,
these 4 minutes.
no, before you get that trap, no, you're not
Who
gonna
want
see
to talk
Charlotte.
about it? Is it
Go ahead,
fun
So
Shaq.
let
enough
me.
to talk
So
about it?
this is what I'm
But
agreeing to.
no,
Right?
I'm being real serious about this.
This is my agreement. We gonna have a non-troll conversation on the Knicks,
That is.
and then we are done talking about the Knicks till unless they do something in the offseason. So let me just go. Let me just go with this. I get why Tom Thibodeau got fired.
I do. And that's the thing.
I understand it because what people are not considering when you make the trade for the big trade they made for Bridges,
Yes.
the big trade they made for Towns, you don't make them two trades to not get to June. Period.
You got to get there.
Period. And they got to May 31st, unfortunately.
I do not.
Not trolling.
No. And that's the thing, Big Shot. That's the thing they don't getting it. And I'm being dead serious. I make a lot of jokes because we got to get the time out the way. We're gonna make jokes, but we're gonna talk basketball here. In basketball terms, I don't need a coach that can take the horse to the water. I need that coach to make that horse drink that water so he can continue to go to the promised land. He has straightened up. What's that? Boston, Minnesota, and the Knicks. Good job. You have taken the Knicks and have made them a legitimate team that you just can't go to Madison Square Garden and think this is going to be a cakewalk. They're going to smack you and embarrass you there. But at the same time, when you playing somebody that don't give a damn about you, and you don't supposed to give a damn about them, and you come up on the losing end and you done these big trades, I can't do it no more. And that was his thing. He asked for this. He
My,
wanted for this.
my thing is this, and Ham, we've seen this before. Doug Collins, George Carl. There are guys who get you from here to here. And then there are guys who get you from here to here.
This.
And Tibbs, you will always have a limited ceiling with Tibbs. And to not troll Tibbs, if I was one of these teams that was kind of play-in-ish, like a play-in team, I'd get Tibbs. I would absolutely get Tibbs. If I'm a team like, I don't know, a
Charlotte,
Sacramento, a Charlotte, and you looking for somebody to come in, establish good habits, defense, tough mindset, Tibbs is your guy. You're not winning a championship with Tibbs.
no.
He got a limited time with it too.
That's what I'm saying. He's going with his limited time. He's going to get them to A to B.
You get you A to B.
B to C to be talked about.
Because he's getting older, and eventually that connection that he's able to have with players is going to stop. And then, of course, what's going to sink in is how their legs have been running to the ground, or how he going to run their legs to the ground, and just so on and so forth. And ultimately, it's just going to be time for dude to go home and find something else.
He's a good assistant coach. He's a good assistant coach.
Now, what I didn't like. Go ahead, Ham. I'm gonna say what I didn't like at all.
I was done with it. Go ahead.
What I did not like though is the whole thing. We frustrated with Cat about the defensive coverages and defensive switches, yada yada yada. Number one, Tibbs, you coached Karl Anthony Towns before. You know what this is with Cat as a defender. I don't think Tibbs is the one that said it because that ain't even Tibbs' style. But the guys who doing the talking, and I'm not gonna put no names, we don't know. But as your boy Cat Williams said on that comedy special, no, Cat Williams said on Next Friday, Ham is the movie guy. He know about Next Friday. He said, "Where was your antennas? Where was your antennas when Pascal Siakam was frying all of you?
All of them.
Not Cat. Them three dudes they call Wingstop all took turns getting dealt with. Right?
What Rick Ross said when he was doing that boxing. That's exactly what was happening to him.
We talk about and Ham. We talk about the defensive effort. Where's the smoke if we want to do this for Jalen Brunson? Forget Halliburton for a second. You getting walked to the basket by T.J. McConnell? No disrespect.
Tied. That joker was tired, man. I seen him one time walking up the court. He was the one that was setting the screen like he was a 7-footer, so the other off guard can dribble the ball past half court before the 8-second mark. He was tired, but nobody don't say nothing about it.
And
when he come back up, they spent straight over the top of him. A trust. He ain't got to move after that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't play, you don't lose the burn in, you play on the bench to help conserve some of those legs. You know what I'm saying, for those times like that.
And to Ham's point about conserving your leg, and this shows you how 94 feet be on top of stuff. We referenced the comic book BS that Ham has talked about since I've known him. I've known of J Ham like 13 years now, in some form or fashion. Going back to sports fans, shout out to our man Red, silent partner the whole game. And he has talked about comic book BS. 5 starters this year for the Knicks. They main starting 5. All 5 played 35 minutes or more in the regular season. You can't do that.
Your MVP played 31. He averaged 30.
Can't do it.
And he's Al Shea, what, 26?
Yep.
Yep.
And the Knicks is 26 and up. Shea and them are 26 and lower. They going the opposite way.
You just can't. And you look at the way, like a dude like Josh Hart, who plays. Josh Hart is probably the hardest playing dude in this league. The tank eventually is gonna run out. It's gonna run out. And you look at Josh Hart, the way he played that series. That was tired legs. His shot had no legs on it, and he got to the point.
Some of his fouls.
And some of the fouls he never picks up. He picking up fouls,
Picking up.
and then it got to the point where he's like, I just can't shoot the ball. I don't even got the legs to shoot.
You got to let it shoot. You got to let it
I don't
shoot.
got the legs to shoot. Somebody else got to shoot.
You doing
So-
that. Plus the Pacers pushing the skin off the ball. You look at them shot clock when the Knicks was setting up their offense around 17 to 16 seconds because they were just getting the ball across half court. And then they're gonna dribble. It's about 17 to 15 seconds. The Pacers put two passes, they was across their half court line from 21 to 20 seconds on that clock, flowing into their motion offense.
Ham is a story like me. And y'all know this. How many times did Siakam just do the James Worthy? Just take off run.
He was just taking off running.
I say it was 3 times Saturday night where he wasn't even snowbirding. It was just
He just got out before they did. He got out, he outran it.
got out in front of everybody. And Zero saw him every time. Hit him in stride every time. Ball didn't even have to touch the floor. Catch 1-2 left. All 3 times. 2 of them was in the first half.
So the Knicks, you got to come into this era, and to me, I don't think you trade Cat because you starting to hear but no, you just gonna have to give Deuce McBrides and Mitchell Robinsons and DeLon Wrights. You have to give dudes minutes. What happened to old boy from Memphis? That's on the roster.
Precious Achiuwa didn't get that much time.
He stopped playing him. Stop playing him. I'm not here for the injustice that Tibbs got. Tibbs a good coach, but he did it to himself.
The next coach that goes to the Knicks, he need to play this one song by George Michaels. You gotta have faith. And you gotta have faith in your bench because you gotta develop it.
I thought you were going to have some shit that said give the feet ain't had no rhythm. I was
waiting on Careless Whisper, man.
No, them all listen to George Michael. I'm talking about the guitar and everything.
The guitar with the leather jacket.
The leather jacket, the tight lead jeans, size 30 slim. Hey, listen to it all.
Hey, shout out to George Michael. He was jamming like a fool back there.
Now, let me say this, and let me get your thought on this, Trav, too. Then, if you don't think Tibbs a championship coach, don't hire no. Now, this is where I will give one of our group members credit. This is the one thing he did say that I agree with. You fired with where this team is at right now. You fired Tibbs. Don't come to me with first time with assistant. This is his first job.
You better get a championship level coach.
I will.
They're going to get Don Chaney again, baby. I'm trying to tell you.
One time for Don Chaney.
Rest in peace, John, man.
But nah, so it better be Mike Malone.
It has to be.
It better I'll be honest with you. If it ain't Mike Malone, I don't know who.
I don't know who. Yeah, exactly. I don't know who. I don't know.
Oh, Sam, man. Get Sam all of that.
That ain't bad. But Do
I just
Sam
want Sam to get involved.
do Sam want to fool with it? Sam know. He knows.
No,
Now Sam would be great. Now Sam would be great for Brunson though,
That is true.
because I think what Sam could do for Brunson, we could take some of the extras out of your game.
Get to the point. Get to the point.
Take some of the extras out of your game. So Sam might be the one first time assistant I might be able to go with, but don't you come up with some with one of these dollar store assistants, man. Don't
Don't do it.
come up. Two boss in there, solo, whatever my man
Nah.
name is. We got here. Come up with T.I.
Don't come up with
T.I.
George
Don't come up
Carl's son out of nowhere talking about no, don't do it. I mean, we ain't never heard George Carl had a son. Out of nowhere, his son just shows up.
Actually, he does. His son played at
He bet not.
UNM.
He bet not touch
it was
that.
Kobe Carl.
He bet not touch that. He bet not touch that. That
His son
sideline of
played.
MSG. He bet not.
I agree.
It's gonna be interesting, man. So yeah, once the season concludes, we're gonna get into a draft preview, the off-season preview show. Then we might take a break, but I'm excited for these finals. I
Yes,
don't care
sir.
what the rest of America is excited for. I'm excited for it. This is a new time. This is a new
Basketball.
time. This is a new era, and I think the basketball is gonna be great. We gonna get up out of here, man. Subscribe to the channel, like, comment, notifications on. Ham, plug everything on the Memphis radio before we get out of here.
Tuesdays at High Noon. Well, first of all, we on 98.5 FM. Sports 56, 98.5 FM. That's the home of the happy hour with Johnny Radio. 11 to 1 every Monday through Friday. I ain't know day or nothing like that, no different day. Monday through Friday show. Tuesdays he had Germ on, home of Germ So True. He's on at noon. I come through on Friday for the whole show at 11. Or if I'm just ain't got nothing to do, I can just show up in the studio. Also on Fridays, Mo comes through, talks a little football with us at 11:30. I just sit back and just let them two dudes talk football. They kick the shit real tough. And then shit, follow right after Mo, we got the homie MJ coming through to bless us with some of the Yeltsinburg's finest anecdotes on the game of basketball. Shout out to the great one. You know what I'm saying? So we just kick it over there, man. And it's growing, you know what I'm saying? Because one of them dudes that from the homies from the dish, when we wrap up with the hoop season and MJ gets done, we bring it in one of our guys from the dish to take that slot, talk some baseball with y'all every week. And we just gonna keep rocking. We got some big shit on the horizon. I'll just say this, fellas. Construction is underway. Legit underway. I was over there the other day. So
Yes, sir.
it's ready. We do looking at an August 1st deadline, and we ain't even telling them what the hell the August 1st deadline is about. Just know we're gonna be ready for football season.
And listen, I don't even know what the August 1st deadline is, but I know it's something. I know it's something big. So y'all stay tuned on all the socials, all the platforms, man. Trav, Ham, Ron, 94 Feel Like Basketball for the people, by the people.